Welcome to AI and Cloud Weekly, the show helping enterprises navigate the future of artificial intelligence and cloud computing. I'm your host, and this is your weekly briefing on the biggest AI stories shaping the enterprise world. Coming up, we break down the week's most critical developments across 5 key sectors: frontier models and breaking AI, the agentic enterprise reality, cloud infrastructure and FinOps, global regulation and security, and executive strategy and action. We are delivering the actionable intelligence you need to lead your organization right now.
Section 1. Frontier Models and Breaking AI, the next evolution of LLMs. Our top story this week. The U.S. Department of Commerce has officially cleared OpenAI's GPT-5.6 for widespread release, marking a massive shift in frontier model availability. After a delayed launch and rigorous pre-release review under Washington's new voluntary oversight framework, the government has officially given the green light. This matters because it establishes an entirely new precedent for how frontier AI models are vetted for national security before they ever reach the enterprise market.
Looking at exactly what happened, OpenAI introduced 3 distinct variants of this new frontier model. Sol is their flagship, priced at $5 for input and $30 for output per million tokens, featuring a new max reasoning effort mode. Terra handles your balanced everyday tasks at half that cost, while Luna acts as a rapid conversational utility at just $1 for input and $6 for output. The business impact here is significant. This tiered approach gives enterprises highly granular control over cost-to-performance ratios across vastly different workloads. The enterprise implications are profound. Your primary opportunity lies in deploying Sol's Ultra mode, which leverages parallel subagents to accelerate complex problem-solving. But the risks are equally high, centering heavily around severe API cost overruns if these max reasoning models are accidentally applied to trivial tasks. What organizations should do next is immediately audit and update their workload routing protocols. You need to ensure compute-heavy tasks are routed directly to Sol, while standard processes default strictly to Terra or Luna. In other news, Anthropic launched Claude Sonnet 5. This release effectively delivers Opus-class intelligence specifically for multi-step software engineering tasks. Anthropic priced it at a highly competitive introductory rate of $2 per million input tokens and $10 for output. Why this matters is it provides a powerful autonomous execution layer that actually checks its own output and handles sustained coding with built-in cyber safeguards. Enterprises have an immediate opportunity to streamline engineering pipelines, but you must monitor the platform's updated tokenization logic, which can inflate token counts by up to 35%. Meanwhile, the open-source community advanced rapidly as China's GLM 5.2 significantly narrowed the frontier gap. Featuring a massive 1 million token context window, this model just outperformed GPT-5.5 across several key benchmarks. The business impact is clear. Open source is now becoming viable for long-horizon autonomous tasks. The opportunity for cost savings is substantial, but the risks involve complex data privacy and the security threats of integrating foreign open-source weights. Enterprise leaders must evaluate these models carefully through rigorous isolated testing before any production deployment. Turning to Section 2. The Agentic Enterprise Reality. AI is moving decisively from a conversational tool to an autonomous execution layer. What happened this week highlights this shift perfectly. Google launched Gemini Spark for macOS, a desktop application that autonomously manages local files, creates spreadsheets, and runs 24/7 background schedules, even when the machine is turned off. Simultaneously, Comfy MCP was released, enabling AI agents to direct complex image and video generation workflows. The enterprise implications represent massive opportunities for automated media pipelines and unattended back-office triage. However, the risks to data governance are severe when agents have unfettered access to local file systems. Organizations must establish strict agentic access controls immediately. Breaking developments in human-computer interfaces. Meta just open-sourced Brain 2 Corti version 2, a non-invasive pipeline that decodes typed sentences from MEG brain scans at a staggering 61% word accuracy. Why this matters is it signals a radical future shift in enterprise productivity and how knowledge workers will interact with computing environments. While commercialization is years away, the long-term enterprise implication is the complete disruption of traditional input devices. Also this week, Mistral released LeanStraw 1.5, a highly specialized open-source mathematical encoding agent.
Solving 587 out of 672 Putnam Bench problems, it proves that small, highly targeted models can achieve world-class results. The opportunity here is to integrate these specialized agents directly into your quality assurance and engineering pipelines. Organizations should start testing task-specific agents right now, rather than relying entirely on massive generalized LLMs for highly technical workloads.
Section 3. Cloud Infrastructure and FinOps. As these agentic workloads scale, cloud infrastructure is evolving rapidly to support them.
What happened in the AWS ecosystem is a major leap forward for cloud cost management. AWS launched a free AI-powered FinOps agent in public preview that investigates cost anomalies using natural language and automatically generates Jira tickets or Slack alerts. Simultaneously, they dropped S3 Vector's query costs by 80%. The business impact is immediate financial relief for vector-heavy AI workloads and the elimination of manual cost triage. The next step for cloud teams is to deploy this FinOps agent to immediately audit current cloud spend.
This changes the economics of AI because AWS's newly available Graviton 5 instances are delivering up to a 25% compute performance boost and a 35% speed up for database execution over Graviton 4. Featuring 192 cores and mathematically proven VM isolation, the enterprise implication is clear: significantly faster throughput for data-heavy AI applications. The opportunity to optimize cloud spend is massive. Organizations should aggressively migrate eligible databases and compute workloads to Graviton 5 to capture these price-performance gains.
Over in the Microsoft ecosystem, Azure HorizonDB entered public preview. This is a fully managed PostgreSQL-compatible database designed specifically to handle the unique, high-scale demands of mission-critical AI applications. Why it matters is that traditional relational databases are increasingly becoming bottlenecks for agentic workloads. Enterprises building AI applications on Azure now have a purpose-built database tier, and architects should begin evaluating HorizonDB for their Q4 deployment cycles.
What enterprise leaders need to understand is the critical July 1 deadline for Azure reserved VM instance retirements. Microsoft is blocking renewals on a wide range of legacy series VMs. The business impact of ignoring this is immediate: sudden, unexpected cost spikes as these instances revert to on-demand pricing. The risk of budget overruns is critical. Organizations must instantly audit their Azure reservations and execute necessary migrations to Azure savings plans today. Section 4. Global Regulation and Security. The bigger story, unfolding this week, is the massive shift towards state-sanctioned AI regulation, fundamentally altering how enterprise models are deployed, secured, and accessed globally. We saw this clearly when the US government forced the sudden suspension of Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 and Mythos 5 over national security concerns on June 12. Because Anthropic could not verify user nationality in real time at the API level, the models went offline globally for weeks. Access was finally restored on July 1, but only after Anthropic integrated much stricter safety classifiers. This matters because it proves that sovereign governments will not hesitate to pull the plug on commercial AI infrastructure if security risks are detected.
The enterprise implications of this 72-hour blackout are stark. The primary risk is a total failure of business continuity if your organization relies entirely on a single model provider that gets hit with an export control directive. The opportunity here is architectural resilience. What organizations must do next is aggressively eliminate vendor lock-in by building multi-model API gateways. You must ensure that if your primary model goes dark due to government intervention, your systems automatically fall back to an alternative provider.
Furthermore, Microsoft completely rewrote its AI services compliance framework this month. They have placed all Foundry models, including third-party deployments, under a single unified enterprise AI services code of conduct. The business impact is that your legal and compliance responsibilities just broaden significantly. The risk of non-compliance could actually threaten your access to Azure AI services. Legal and procurement teams must immediately audit their AI governance programs to align with these new terms.
Moving to our final block, Section 5, Executive Strategy and Action, preparing for Q3 2026. Here we synthesize the market impact of the week's news and deliver the strategic future predictions you need to position your enterprise.
The enterprise AI industry is officially transitioning from an era of raw parameter scaling to an era of state-sanctioned deployments and sovereign safety audits.
As regulatory bodies monitor dual-use cyber threats, generalized massive models will face increasing friction. The opportunity for enterprise architects lies in adopting highly optimized, task-specific architectures. Deploying fleets of smaller, specialized agents that operate reliably under the regulatory radar will deliver superior, predictable performance.
Based on this week's intelligence, organizations must execute 3 directives immediately. First, diversify your AI model providers to insulate your operations from sudden regulatory shutdowns. Second, deploy newly available free AI FinOps agents on AWS to automatically hunt down and optimize cloud cost anomalies. And third, execute a strict audit of your internal AI governance frameworks to ensure absolute compliance with the new security and product terms mandated by the major hyperscalers. That's the news for this week. And as you review your cloud and AI architecture, we leave you with this critical question. Is your enterprise infrastructure resilient enough to withstand a sudden 72-hour regulatory blackout of your primary AI provider?
If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe to AI and Cloud Weekly for the latest insights on artificial intelligence, agentic AI, cloud architecture, enterprise innovation, and digital transformation. I'm your host, and this was your AI news for this week.